Hey, little Lou, how you doing today? How's it going? How you feeling? Your mom, Reg. Your mom. I got her tied up in the back. Hey, Blue, how you doing? Bye, bye, Reg. Bye, loser. Got a little rain here today, finally. This looks like a UK day. Rainy. It's not enough rain, but it's better than nothing. Oh, did you really? Good for you. Thunder, that's nice. Oh, good for you, Blue. You lucky dog. Oh, the hail's not so good. Yeah, that hail, that messed up this place about 7 years ago around here. It wrecked a lot of stuff. Just getting my coffee, hit back to the grind. Wow, good for you. Oh, wow, Blue. I-95, wow. I don't think I will today, Anthony, because I'm still doing this packing. I got a lot left to do. But we'll get one this week. It's supposed to be like cloudy, rainy here the next few days. I wouldn't say good progress. I got quite a bit done yesterday. I hope to get quite a bit done. We're going to have like 4 days of rain, so that ought to help. Yeah, not as much as I should, but yesterday I got quite a bit done. Hey, J-Bo. Yeah, it is a little clear, yeah. How do I plan? I'm going to get a truck. I got to come up and get my van too, so it's a few more trips. Which is really no big deal, one 14-hour day. Oh yeah, that's a bachelor's. That's a single man's refrigerator. Kind of sums it up, doesn't it? No, not too much heavy stuff. No, there's not much left. There won't be too much heavy stuff. Nope. How's that knee doing, ICU? Feeling good? That knee feeling good? Oh, why is that? Just inflammation won't go away? Is that from walking funny? Hey, my enemy. Is that from walking different because of your knee? Yeah, it's normal. Yeah. No, I didn't watch it. Who won the main event, Little Lou? Who won the main event? Since I've been up here, I haven't been paying attention to that. That's that ultimate fighting mixed martial arts. Oh, okay. I don't really like watching a women fight, to tell you the truth. Yeah, Nunes, yeah. Oh, okay. I don't think you'd like it, Jabo. There was a famous female writer that wrote a book about boxing, though. If you Google it, it'll come right up, I bet. Can't think of her name. Yeah, no, yeah, you're right, Lulu. Yep. Oh, how was it, the French Open? I think that's more along your lines, Jabo, than watching guys getting their brains split open. Yeah, Joyce Carol Oates. Yep, that's who. Yep. Good job. Good job. Very good job. Excellent job. This rain puts a party dampener on. Oh, did you? What happened? Why'd you quit doing it? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, J-Bo. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I got a hole in one the first time I went golfing. But after that, I didn't like it too much. I'm too hot-headed. Oh, did you really, Little Lou? Wow. Surprise, surprise. Oh, I'd like to see Lou fight Amanda Nunes. That's right. You think you could kick her ass, Little Lou? Oh, wow. Good for you. Yeah, it would be. You probably know that. I knew Stephan Bonner from Chicago. I've mentioned it before. We both got there at the same time. I went to all his amateur fights. The MMA guy that died. But I just happened to be scrolling through the pages, and it was kind of suspected anyway. But he did die of an accidental fentanyl overdose. They really haven't said too much about that. Yeah, why not? I like that attitude. When we have the annual Chosen One summer party, you can come over and we'll get you some matches lined up. You won't be wearing those gis and any of that bullshit. It's going to be strictly string bikinis. For me and Chris and ICU, we'll be in the front row. Yeah, I think it was because of his injuries. I mean, he wasn't a druggie when I knew him, but man, you get busted up playing that back and stuff. He was a good guy. Little Eel, you don't think that would affect your attack up? Would that change your offense at all in a string bikini? We're going to change the rules. ICU, we're going to be the promoters. And it's going to be beer, mixed drinks, and shots. Oh, yeah, I believe that. Yep. I think it was, but you never know. I think it was. He was a really good guy. I remember when that whole UFC show was coming on, he was asking me about it and was kind of reluctant to go out there. And like I said, I went to all his amateur fights. It's just, you know how it is. By the time you get older, you see things that it's just life, man. I mean, there's no way of predicting it. I think the UFC, particularly Dana White, really fucked him. One thing that people, I think, is kind of a misnomer that they don't understand, that is that a lot of times, particularly in MMA, they get caught using steroids because most of these guys work other jobs. I mean, it's a bitch to be an MMA fighter if you're not famous, and getting famous, unless you have money or financing or sponsors, which you don't because you're not famous yet, it's a super struggle. And what'll happen is you'll get into, like, sometimes these training camps are 3 to 6 months. So you're not getting paid. I mean, all you're doing is working out and eating, and you got trainers and all this bullshit. And then you get injured. And you know that if that injury isn't good enough by the time that fight comes up, they're going to call the fight. Generally, the steroids are taken to reduce the inflammation and to make the injury heal quicker so they can fight, and they use masking drugs. If you took 10 people that took steroids and 10 that didn't, it isn't like you just take steroids and you're a champion. It is an enhancement, it does help, but they're not using it to gain like 15 more pounds of muscle. They're using it uh, to heal. I'm sure there's some exceptions. You'll get some of these guys that are really jacked, but by and large, steroid use is to keep you playing. And Dana White claims that, he lied to him. He probably did, but, from what I just said, there's a lot of pressure on. You're broke already. Your fight gets called because you're injured, and it's another 6 months before you can reschedule it. And that isn't like a slam dunk either. So even though it's banned, you shouldn't do it, you're not supposed to, that's why they do it a lot. It's not quite as bad as it seems. Yeah, Conor McGregor sure do. Yep. Yeah, there's no money in that anyway, man. I mean, even the world champs of MMA don't make much money. And if you think you've seen like the CTE in football, we're just coming into the era now where you're going to have guys that were fighting the MMA. I moved to Chicago in '98 when I met Stefan, and that MMA was just getting going. And now you fast forward and you're getting a bunch of guys that are coming out of that because they're too old. And you wait and you watch the cognitive issues a lot of these people are going to have, and spinal injuries, and just you name it, man. I think it's going to make football look like powder puff. Honestly, I don't think it should be allowed. For years, it wasn't. There used to be a guy that was a big promoter in Michigan called Art Dorr, and it was called the Tough Man Contest. And you go around, you get these hayseeds to fight for $100, and they eventually got it banned because they were using 16-ounce gloves and stuff like that, but the people were out of shape and they were dying of heart attacks and all that kind of stuff. And they basically just decided that it was unregulated, nobody was in shape, and they canned it. And then here the UFC had a lot of obstacles to excuse me, scale before they were able to do it. And if you look at the old Pride, they used to be able to kick you in the head while you were down, elbow you in the back of the head. I mean, it's gotten better, but man, that's a brutal sport for not much money. Yeah, Tommy Morrison. I like Tommy Morrison. That was a sad. Couldn't take a punch, though. Another thing he couldn't do is he never really learned how to breathe right. He'd gas himself in 12 rounds with nobody in the ring but himself. I think if I had to guess, and I don't know this for sure, I think other drug use other than marijuana. I'm telling you, these studies will come out. You'll find more of them with regard to marijuana use. I think there's going to be some big surprises out there with regard to cognitive abilities for long-term marijuana use. I was reading an article the other day in a medical journal. I never thought of this. When you're making medications and you're prescribing them, you're looking for a therapeutic index, which means like what levels do you need to, let's say in the case of chronic pain, to make the pain go away but not turn someone into a THC addict, which they say you can't really do. And that edibles really don't get anybody there. The way it's metabolized through your liver, that the best way to get a chemical to your lungs, unfortunately, is still smoking. So, when you see someone smoking Camels, you think it's terrible, or Marlboros, but people seem to like turn a blind eye to marijuana smoke because it's marijuana. It's still really bad for your lungs. Hey, just me. Yeah, great left hook. But you know what? There's an old adage in boxing. For true world champs, what did they do when they were tested? How did they react when they went into deep waters? And to be honest with you, Mike Tyson didn't do that good. Yeah, I mean, hell, mine's not scientific, but if you just look at, see, nobody's, it's starting to change now, but if you look at like the current studies right now on, hemp and this medicinal marijuana, and that is that if you don't have THC in any of this shit, it's not worth anything. You might as well put your hands on a Ouija board. Just that hemp doesn't do shit. Oh, cool. Yeah, those wildfires, man. I didn't realize it was that bad. People wearing masks in town. Loving Spoonfilled, John Sebastian. I mean, the world is. You guys know. I'm not telling you anything. This weather's weird. It hadn't rained here in like 60 days. It's spring, for God's sakes. There's an old adage up here that by the time 4th of July, the corn should be knee high. This corn is about an inch tall. I think a lot of people do. I think, anxiety, it's all like, it's not like the DSM-5 where you categorize all these mental illnesses. I think a lot of them overlap. They're vague. You're part of this, part of that. You morph into something else. It's just not like, hey, you're bipolar and it sticks with you 40 years. And you could say in good conscience it was an accurate diagnosis. Like I said, DSM was to keep insurance companies from getting ripped off. I really like foggy days are my favorite days. Foggy days. Oh, no kidding, just me. Wow. Huh. Anxiety. Man, I had a hard time falling asleep last night. I don't know why. I drank a dragon's milk and I had like the worst damn indigestion. I don't know whether it was the way I was laying down or what. Oh, smoke fog. Okay. They should play Smoke on the Water. Now you know why I decided to just. I didn't have like a big stack of chips anyway. But it's like at this stage, got an opportunity to go to Georgia. Something different. I was so bored, even worse was better. So I took off to Georgia. I'm actually kind of missing the place. I never really been a believer in this, but I think this condo I have has bad juju. I don't know what it is about that place. It might be the way it's designed and there's not much light. It may just be my subconscious links that to bad days. I can't wait to get the fuck out of there permanently. People are saying, am I going to miss West Branch? Oh, a little bit. It's time to move on. No, dead man's finger. Yeah, I mean, I think I am. Yeah. But it's not anything I can hang my hat on. I almost took off this morning. It's like, fuck it. Yeah, I hate to say that, my enemy, but seriously, man. I'm not kidding you. I'll be glad when I get this. This thing should have been sold a year ago. It's so damn lazy. I can't get anything done. Yeah, I think that's what I think. I've always kind of got that vibe. I don't know what it is about it. I'm not into witches and all that shit. But I just never, and it could be, here's another thing too, it could be false. You tend to conjure up these ideas on why you think things are the way they are. And a lot of times it's not valid. It's just your minds, human beings, man. That's what I like, you bird migration. Why do I like it? Because the birds, they fly around, they have babies, they migrate, they go back, they have babies, they migrate. Nobody's sitting around as a thinking of the crazy shit human beings do. There's no psychiatric hospitals for birds. If you're really out of the box and crazier than hell, and you're not getting enough sleep, you smack into the side of a building and it's over. There's no therapy. There's no trying to fix this bird. So you got a good, clean population of like living species because it's just self-pruning. The bad ones are getting taken out. Yeah, that's what I think. Like I should be happier in hell and I'm not, but I just think that's my genes, you know? I couldn't even, plus I think it's getting older, which sucks. I think what getting older, at least in my case, what sucks about it is you've experienced so much and I'm running out of like diversions. Tried the marriage thing, started businesses in new cities, lived in different places. My testosterone's good. I catch the girls winking at each other when I go into the doctor's office. They say, "Hey, you see that high testosterone level? That's him right there." I'll tell you another thing too. I don't know how much you know about testosterone and therapy levels and that kind of thing, but I never messed around with steroids or any of that shit. But I don't think I'd take. These older bodybuilders. I guarantee you, they're jacking themselves up with testosterone constantly. Because I think at my age, my testosterone is just what it should be. It ain't shit. But if you take supplements, if you get prostate cancer and there's a link to testosterone level in prostate cancer, the first thing they do is give you a medication to cut that testosterone off. That's what fuels that cancer. And if you ever look at an older guy that's been diagnosed with that, he'll start looking like your grandma in about a year. And that's because there's no testosterone and you're losing all that male muscle. That's why. That's the first thing they cut off. Same with breast cancer and estrogen. Nope. There's no free lunch. So to take a supplement when you didn't need one, particularly of a hormone that you know what it's linked to, I just wouldn't do it. I mean, about once a year, I think I have everything anyway. Nope, can't treat Mother Nature. Sure can't. Yeah, he does. Yeah, they do. That's steroid use. I think with Rocky, he's been busted with it before. You look at that big block forehead, those sunken eyes, and that big chiseled forehead looks like Frankenstein. Same with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's human growth hormone. That'll give you that block-looking head. Randy Couture, too, the MMA. Human growth hormone. Now, that's the difference between, me going to a singles bar for 3 hours every night and sitting on the porch watching birds through a pair of binoculars. It's human growth hormone. That's where you lose your energy. Yeah, you're right, Miami. Now, Rocky's like 80 or something now. But the human growth hormone, that's the thing that robs you of your energy. That's the difference between bingo and a swingers club. I mean, I can see how it's tempting that you want to take this shit because you're just so bored. But you pay the piper for that. I'm surprised Arnold's not dead by now. They had cleaner steroids back then, and it was under doctor's orders and regulated use. It wasn't like they were just, stealing out of a veterinarian clinic. So, and you look at some of those other guys like Lyle Alzado and some of those other big abusers, some of these other bodybuilders that didn't have a hookup. I mean, these older bodybuilders, go on YouTube. These older bodybuilders have been kicking off left and right. Not even that old, 38, 42, that kind of thing. Yeah, 76, yeah. Yeah, I mean, these guys, vanity, I guess. The Arnold Schwarzenegger's starting to like almost look like a Halloween character. Yeah, canned hams, it's true. Canned hams. They say though, like I don't like those really muscular girls that much, but I'll tell you a funny thing. There used to be a topless bar in Dearborn. BT's, it's still there, but it's a shell of itself. And I remember going there like in the 80s, and there was two girls that worked there that were female bodybuilders. I mean, these girls were jacked. And I'll tell you, they did more lap dances than anybody. I mean, that wouldn't do a thing for me. I certainly wouldn't. I don't think I'm a bigger man because I don't want a female with 23-inch biceps grinding my hips. It just doesn't do anything for me. But it was always surprising to me that straight males presumably would be in a strip club and they'd be getting these muscular females giving them lap dances. I mean, you guys are at the wrong bar, I think. Yeah, it didn't do anything for me. Oh, yeah, I believe it. Yeah, Tiger and her show. I can't believe Frank Zane's still alive. Yeah, it could be, yeah. Tom Platz, too. Lou Ferrigno's starting to look pretty shaky, too. And look up Ronnie Coleman on YouTube. Yeah, Keith Richards. I bet he's got every specialty boutique medicine doctor in 1,000 miles coming over there all week long. I bet he's got every transfusion and electrolyte treatment, light therapy, you name it. I bet Biden does too. I mean, it's just, no expense is spared. Yeah, he's a good guy, Keith Richards. A really good guy. Yeah, he ought to go into the Medical Research Hall of Fame. Yeah, Ronnie Coleman. He's a good guy too. He's a Georgia cop, I think, or was. A lot of dirty politics in that too. Yeah, yeah. I think that it's just old. Well, that's weird, just me. Huh. Yeah. Here's some poor sucker going down the expressway on his motorcycle. Oh, big time. Well, I don't know if how much you read about this stuff, but they said that Joe Weider, remember him? He was like the biggest married gay guy there was in sports. And you had to come through that secret club or you never made it. I think there's an element of truth to that. I mean, you got the human factor. You notice it in the NBA too. I mean, you want to appeal to the masses. You want something there for everybody. The NBA, it's a hot potato for the NBA. Bruce Jenner, I don't think he got. I don't think he got the operation. He's uh, he's not transgender. I don't think he did. Does anybody know that? He's transsexual, so he still got his pecker with boobs and like uh, female hormones. Oh wow! Yeah, what a freako he turned out to be. No, I don't either. No surgery. Big difference in transsexual and transgender. Yeah, no, it's weird. No, I get it. Oh, it was? Oh, she did. I don't think it was. I don't think it was because Jenner was criticized for that. Oh, see, transgender gets the surgery. Transsexual just does the dress and enhancements. That is quite a commitment. You remember May that used to come on the chats? She was a guy that kept her package that just got just all sorts of like female modalities done, constant hormone replacement. Oh, okay. Yeah, it seems I couldn't remember that wrong, but I thought for a while she was getting knocked, that she wasn't a real McCoy because she didn't get the complete surgery. Yeah, I don't know what happened to May. Yesterday I was doing that live driving around. Sometimes you hit like dead spots here. It just goes out. There's nothing I can do. And then it's so long before I'm out of there that people left. Jabo, you're not burning the midnight oil like you used to, are you? Oh, okay. Which one? I don't know what happened to Tribbles. No, I'm the same way, Jabo. Oh, Xanax, okay. Those are hard to get. You know, that's what they gave that chimp when it tore that lady's face off. They gave it a Xanax. Yeah, but not everybody that takes it, it's got a short half life. Not everybody that takes Xanax turns into an addict. You're not playing Beatles records backwards, are you, Jabo? No, it does. It does. Well, we're just talking. That hasn't run about a year. It needs some lifters. 456,000 miles. Yeah, I do them. Yep. Not too much addicts. I do them when I get a chance. That's all right, little Lou. I think I'll make my way back so I can pack somewhere. That's StreamYard. I'm going to do those when I get back. Yeah, I'm going to do some more. Yeah, I think I won't be handing out stuff, but I will be. I have done some, if you looked, in Georgia. It's cold out, 53. Yeah, I was in Detroit about 3 weeks ago. Yep. Oh, thanks, Blue. Yeah, they needed the rain bad around here. Yeah, we really needed it. It's not much, but yeah, do that. I had an airplane get damaged by hail one time. Damn gas went up 20 cents a gallon. I don't know why they don't nail these places with price fixing. It was $3.27 yesterday. No, 17 cents a gallon. Hey, Debbie and Dave. Yeah, we're getting rain. Not a lot, though. But better than nothing. We're supposed to get like 3 or 4 days of this. Ugh. Yeah, you're right. Any rain is good. That's true. I bet we didn't even get an inch. It started last evening. Wow. Blaming on the rain, Milli Vanilli. Raindrops keep falling on my head, BJ Thomas. Rain days and Sundays always get me down, Karen Carpenter. Well, you guys have a good day today. Probably be on later tonight. I got a bunch of stuff to do. Jabo, Blue, Debbie and Dave, Little Lou. You guys party on, Chris? See you, my enemy. Bye, Frisky. You guys party on. Have a good day today. Bye, Jabo. See you, Just Me. You too.